#1 country for high sugar intake. Hi, my name is Sydney Schoon, and I am here to persuade you about the dangers of high sugar intake and the effects it brings to your health, body, and your mood. I chose this topic because diabetes, it runs in both sides of my family. I am currently having to watch my 71-year-old grandma suffer from long-term effects of high blood sugar. She was diagnosed when she was 42 years old with type 2 diabetes, which is controlled and monitored by maintaining a good diet. This can be prevented by intaking less sugar. Instead of changing her lifestyle and eating healthier and getting better habits, she chose to medicate and continue her normal habits. After 30 years of suffering from this disease, of high sugar intake and continuous highs and lows in her blood sugar, she is now suffering from clogged arteries in her brain, numbness in her extremities, and slowly wearing down on all of her internal organs. High sugar intake has a high effect on how our body reacts. Our figure is a big one. According to America's most respected institutions, sugar is a primary dietary factor that drives obesity and chronic disease development. One of the most effective things to do if you need to lose weight is to back off on your sugar intake. People who consume the most sugars are by far the most likely to become overweight. But high sugar intake also has effect on our teeth. Without the intake of sugar, it is impossible for us to form cavities, but also causes issues that go beyond cavities, including the gum tissue, forming gingivitis and periodontitis, and even the extent of tooth loss. Acne is another thing that affects our body in sugar intake. Sugar causes hormonal imbalances, causing our pores to widen and inflammation in our skin, where our bacteria harbors and starts the process of acne. High sugar intake also affects our health. These causes diseases including diabetes, Alzheimer's, and liver diseases. Your liver metabolizes alcohol the same way it metabolizes sugar. Too much sugar intake overloads the organ, which leads to potential liver damage. Alzheimer's is another disease that arises from excessive sugar intake. According to Alzheimer's experts, and other brain disorders may be caused from the constant burning of glucose for the fuel in your brain. Increase of sugar intake also causes a common disease that many of you may know of called type 2 diabetes. Right now, over 86 million people suffer from this disease. 15,000 children are diagnosed with this disease every single year. This disease is caused by your pancreas not making enough insulin and leading to the buildup of glucose in your blood. It is easily treated by monitoring how much sugar you take in, and the less you take in, the better you will feel and the better you will get rid of this disease. And not all sugar is bad. There are some good sugars in our whole foods, like fruits and vegetables, that are full of fluids, fibers, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But bad sugars are the ones that we need to try to avoid in order to help our body. These are included in sodas, candies, and other baking goods. High sugar intake also affects our mood. As many of you may know, high sugar intake is highly addictive. It is just as addictive as any other drug. Sugar releases dopamine and opioids, which are the same thing that is released in drugs. Students show that drugs and sugar affect the brain the same way it causes binging, withdrawals, and cravings. It also affects our mood because of the inflammation it causes and is associated with depression. Anxiety and irritability is another thing that high sugar intake affects our body. This is caused by the sugar crash. This usually happens after eating high sugary foods, and our body tries to produce excessive insulin to balance out our sugar intake, leading to rapid decrease of blood sugar levels. High sugar intakes also lower our immune response. This is one of the reasons people get sick during the winter time, because we tend to eat more refined carbs and get more energy. And with the lack of sun, we have a lack of vitamin D, which is needed in order to prevent sickness. And this causes the lack of exercise and eating well, which are needed to keep a healthy mood. Eating sugars with healthy fats and fibers is good in order to slow the absorption of all sugars. These fats and fibers also make you feel more full. As I have proven, high sugars intake has negative effects on your body, health, and mood. I hope after hearing this speech, you and your loved ones will not have to suffer long-term effects of high sugar intake.